Shadow Cat is an X-Men. It's also a cat shadow. Today you learned. Shadow Cat. It's sort of like this. Like this could be you. Only instead of a drone shadow, you're a cat. And you're probably not mining minerals. You're probably not in game on StarCraft. Bottom left hand side, our blue Zerg from XED Sports. This is Reynor. And to the top right hand side, our red Protoss player from Asterion is Harstem. Thank you so much everyone for showing a little bit of love today with some bits and pieces so far. Hope you're all having a fantastic time, and I would love to remind you guys that if you are using Twitch Prime, or if you have Amazon Prime and you haven't connected your Twitch account with it yet, you can get Twitch Prime for free with Amazon Prime. Twitch Prime allows you to subscribe to a stream every month, and if you have your Twitch Prime sub available, you can use it to subscribe to this stream right here, right now. You can get our latest replay pack currently available in our Discord server. 250 brand new replays over the last couple of weeks of play, featuring Zest, Stats, Gumiho, Solar. We've been casting some Snoot, we've casted some Neeb games. There's some Harstem, Reynor, Eutherm, all these guys are in there from previous turns we cast. All of that available in our most recent replay pack, and that's something you get as a subscriber, as well as the usage of the WardiTV remote and so much more. So, if you have the Twitch Prime sub available, feel free to use it. It goes a long way to supporting the channel and helping us to crack out some more content for you guys over time. This is indeed round robin format, hence why Harstem is currently... Well, I guess otherwise Harstem couldn't have just played 3 games in a row, right? Wouldn't have made sense. But, yeah. Harstem coming in for his 3rd series here. Let's see if he can pick up a win. Get some revenge on Reynor after he lost 0-3 to him in the PTSL group. Vinxis coming in with the Twitch Prime sub. There we go. And that, my friends, is why we sell out. Because it works. Thank you so much for Twitch Prime sub. Do appreciate the support. Let's see some love in the chat, and welcome Vinxis to the Wardy family. Appreciate it. Again, if you're interested in those yourself, connected onto the Discord server and get to them while they're fresh. We only put the replay pack out a couple of days ago, so worth checking out. A few more queens, a few more zerglings just coming through here at the moment for Reynor. Probe popping up towards the upper right hand side. We are going to be seeing the Stargate from Harstem currently just on the way down in the main. So Stargate coming down from Harstem here. And meanwhile, we are going to be seeing this another pylon just kind of setting up as part of this wall. 6 Zerglings is going to start moving through the center of the map. Now 6 things come through the center. Metabolic boost is coming up from Reynor, as well as, you know, otherwise just hatcheries. I mean, he's a Zerg player. He wants to play macro. What a surprise. He's made hatcheries, now he's making drones. Absolutely wild, isn't it? Well, setting up here, I mean, in seriousness, it is one of those scenarios where, you know, it looks pretty normal from Reynor. He isn't messing around, he isn't doing anything too crazy. And coming in, these few Zerglings maybe looking to get a catch on this probe, this Zealot, and see what else they can do. So the Ling's going to keep on nibbling. This Nexus continuing to take some hits right now. And we are going to be seeing the probe and the Zealot going to be playing chases with those Lings running around the Nexus. Lings won't get too much done here, but they get the info of the 3rd already coming into play, and that's a fairly early base, right? I mean, we're talking about 1 gateway taking the Nexus, so, you know, Gate, Cybercore, Stargate, Nexus, boom. It really doesn't get much greedier than that, and that's maybe why Reynor decided to make a few more Lings, especially because right now, we actually see the Oracles going across the map, so it's not at home to defend. Harstem has even skipped out on the Phoenix to deny Overlords. He's even skipped out on a 2nd Oracle. It really doesn't get greedier than this. First the fast Nexus, and now the fast Twilight Council and the Forge. I have to say, I'm a little bit worried about these Lings getting some damage done. The Oracle's on its way back, though. The main importance here is that he keeps the Nexus alive, which, well, can he do that with the Oracle here? I think he can. The Lings get forced away. For now, Reynor will be done. Gotta say, Reynor's down on drones because of this attack. He committed to a lot of Zerglings, and all he achieved was killing a Zealot and an Adept, which isn't really that much damage at all. So honestly, Reynor, not the best of starts for him here, as we are going to be seeing the Robo Facility coming up in the main. The Oracle about to pop out, a 2nd one just to help defend just in case of future attacks, and Charge and +1 coming through as well. Obviously, all of this is going to help him moving into the mid-game. The Oracles specifically are going to be very useful right now, popping their pulsar beams to chase those Zerglings away. He's going to keep chasing, but the Lings are a bit too fast. Now it's time to turn those off and try and save some energy, I guess. He's actually just going to keep them active, but now he's going to have no energy on the Oracles for a while, so that base becomes a bit more fragile. However, with the Zealots being warped in, it looks as though Harstem will have enough. Now look at that though from Reynor. A Spire comes down in the back of the natural. It's interesting because it kind of feels as though Reynor here is in one of those positions where he's like, okay, well, you know what? You're not Archon dropping me. You're not going to have very much scouting or presence around my bases compared to usual. And because of that, I'm just going to straight up, look at this and say, well, okay, cool. I'm going to throw down a Spire, which isn't something Reynor does every game, not by a long shot. Something he mixes in, but it's such a smart time to mix it in because Harstem really has a complete lack of information. The Oracles are being used defensively. It's kind of why, in a way, it's kind of an effect of the Zerglings too. The Zerglings being on this side of the map keeps Harstem's Oracles at home, so not even they are able to go across here and scout, and he's going to have no idea about these initial Mutalisks until they hit, it seems. A little bit of a Ling drop into the main base, and again, not really much immediately in location to defend this. So as those Lings run in with probes, they're probably going to have to pull away just slightly. Ooh, that's 4 workers already going down. Now 5. Ooh, he's going to lose a few more as these Zealots warp in. The target fire is pretty good to get 7 worker kills. And you know what's so cheeky about this is that he's going to be able to potentially even get it out with 8 kills. And 6 Lings still alive. He could just go jump in the Overlord, but he's looking for more probes. 9, 10. How do 8 Zerglings do so much damage? Well, on the plus side for Harstem, he does see the Mutalisks with the Oracles, so it's not that, they're not in his base as the first time he sees them. The entirety of Reynor's game plan so far has been distractions, buying time, looking to see what's going on. Now coming through, we're going to be seeing these Mutalisks just going to jump on top of the probes, and already 1 probe going down. We're going to be seeing the Phoenix here continue to see what else it's going to be able to do. A second Phoenix pops out. So already getting a couple of meters low. That's actually 1 meter falling. It's a good defense. Honestly, it's not a ton of Mutalisks, so it isn't super scary. Good hold so far by Harstem. As we are going to be seeing those couple of Oracles coming back towards the upper right-hand side. What's up, Rotterdam, with the big host? Hope you guys have been enjoying a little bit of Roddy's stream today. I haven't been able to catch Roddy's stream for a while, it feels like. What's up, Roddy? Hope you're doing good, maiden. Thank you so much for the host. Welcome everyone who's just tuning in. We are in our 3rd game of the day, 3rd series of the day. Game number 1 between Harstem and Reynor. So far, you've missed Harstem taking down Clem 2 games to 1, and you've missed Euthermal meching Harstem twice in a row to take the series 2-0. This is our first game of the PVZ, and now we see where it's going to be headed because we've just had 8 minutes of a fairly greedy Harstem, very fast 3rd Nexus, very quickly going up in towards, his tech as well. He only initially had 1 Oracle before throwing down a Twilight and a Forge. It's been a little bit of pressure from Reynor here and there to keep Harstem in check, and he has just killed a few workers, but otherwise, well, everything to play for really as we see a few Zealots warping into the side. They're going to get ready to push in towards this base here, perhaps the 5th base just on its way up at the moment. A few Lings and Hydras continue to kind of push their way through the rocks. Only a few Phoenix out from Harstem. I kind of like it, it's not an overreaction to what really wasn't that many Mutalisks in the end. Now you can use these Phoenix to some extent as well. You can pick up a few Overlords. You can, probably lift a couple drones if he goes and harasses with them at some point. And as we see those Zerglings of Reynor continue to move around, grabs an Adept in the center of the map. That's a kill. And meanwhile, we see more of those Phoenix and the Oracle from Harstem gathering now towards the top side of the map as well. +2 attack. We're going to be seeing Storm coming up as well here from Harstem. More Lings going to be coming on over and trying to get something done. Nice dropping of the rocks there, though. Actually stops most of the Lings from getting in. And the ones that do get dealt with extremely quickly. Storm's finished up. The High Templar numbers are looking good as well. And Harstem is just able to push in towards a forward 4th base now. Prism never really came forwards. Never really came in and did much just yet. Going down the left side now, we'll see if we can find something as we see more of these Zerglings of Reynor still gathering together in the bottom right. Zealots dropping off, and we do see that hatchery starting to take some damage. And +2 attack about to finish up on the Forge. Hive Tech coming through as well. We'll be finishing very, very soon, allowing Reynor to get in towards a whole bunch of different kind of setups here. Vipers are available to him. Oh my god, those Storms. The fact he already has a Spire means he can go into a Greater Spire as well, and hence maybe some Broodlords very soon. Harstem's pushing though, and obviously it's a very delayed Hive compared to usual, but hold that fort because the Balins come on through right now. The Storms are very good, but Harstem doesn't have much left, and there's so many Hydras to still deal with here. And Reynor pushing through the center of the map. A few more Lings arriving. And we're going to be seeing these Hydras continuing to push those Protoss units away back up through the center of the map. A few Zealots and a couple of Mortals continue coming through, but I'm not sure if Harstem's going to have enough. Already bad enough he had to cancel the 4th base to those few Zerglings. How on earth does he fight this? Right now it's just pure Hydra, and that might be his best opportunity. And you can kind of see that he wants to take the fight before new Banes come in, but the reality is not going to be enough. The Mutalisks from earlier in the game come back to play, and they are going to be just jumping on this, and now Harstem tries to back off and buy some time for Warpins, but it really doesn't feel as though it's going to be enough here. And Ling Bane Hydra, no need for the hive play at all in the end. Just the pure number of units here from Reynor looking a bit too good. Continue to push forwards. It looks as though this is just about going to be it. I just keep on trading against the Zealots. That's the game, and Reynor takes game 1 of this best of 3. And we do have the game right here. Game number 2 between Harstem and Reynor. It's a round-robin group, so I mean, this is Harstem's last game and Reynor's first game. Harstem's playing all of his games at the start of this group here, so a lot here from Harstem puts him in a very bad position to move through the group. It might not even be possible at all, depending on map score, but obviously it would be a good start for Reynor, who would also be 1-0 up in the group alongside Euthermal. And then Reynor and Euthermal are going to be playing against each other next in that TVZ, and then Clem will come back to play in the final couple of matches of the day. So, to the bottom right-hand side, it is our blue Protoss player. This is Harstem looking to try and fight back in this series. And to the top left-hand side, our red Zerg from XCD Sports is, of course, Reynor. But again, Roddy for the host, and appreciate all you guys coming and joining me. Again, if you're just a little bit confused as to what you're watching right now, it's the WardiTV Weekly Season 4 Finals. Group D, playoffs take place tomorrow. That's going to be absolutely fan-dabby-dozy, if you ask me personally. Should be a lot of fun. So, that's going to be coming up tomorrow, live at 7 p.m. CST. Same start time as today, about 22 hours and 22 minutes from right now. Nice little time to reference the time from now. And, yeah, already in those playoffs, we have Creator, we have DNS, I believe. We have Nurture and Namshar. We have someone else, I believe. I hope so. Let me see. Petit Drogo and Stefano. So we actually have Creator, DNS, Petit Drogo, Stefano, Namshar, and Nurture. So right now we have 3 Protoss and 3 Zerg players. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of pulling a little bit for one of Euthermal or Clem to make it out of this group, get some Terran representation in the top 8. But again, that takes place tomorrow, and we will be doing the group drawing live later on tonight to show you guys what's gonna be happening. So, look forward to that. And, yeah, let's see where we go from here. Game 3, early stages, we've been following this program. Let's follow this Overlord instead, just to really enhance the observing experience. Oh, fantastic. I can't believe... Look at how good this... Oh, such clean movement from this Overlord. Look at this. Watch this turn. Watch this turn. He comes in. He turns. Ooh, I'm not going to lie. That was a little bit messy. He flickered a little bit. Oh, man. I was hyped up for the Overlord spin, and he ruined it. God damn it, Reynor. God freaking damn it. Probe comes up and will indeed see the hatchery being taken to the right-hand side. And we are just going to be seeing the Stargate coming up behind the main base of Mineral Line. So Harstem not really changing up too much just yet. Speed is about halfway done. A couple more Zerglings on the way out. Another Overlord currently being produced. And another Stalker also just on the way in. Just going to start chasing this Overlord back in towards the main base. So he's going to go chase after that Overlord. Meanwhile, Link Speed is continuing to come on through, and we are just going to be seeing Harstem. A couple of probes moving around and seeing what they can do, just mining away, and Oracle on the way up as well from the Stargate. So an Oracle first once more. It's interesting because Oracle first is not something which we see all of the time anymore. We actually have seen a big preference towards Phoenix first to be able to kill this Overlord and get into your next stage of tech a little bit faster. Because now if you build the Oracle, then the Phoenix, then you kill the Overlord, it's very possible for the Overlord to scout the tech coming down and to get more information. Harstem very smartly builds it in the natural expansion instead, which will hide it from the Overlord, but then obviously it's a bit more easily seen by Lings just poking at the front. Reynor goes into a lair at about 3 minutes and 35 seconds, which is a little bit earlier than you usually see. Usually about 350 or so is a bit more expected, but in this scenario, you know, it's a little bit early. We'll see if he does anything crazy with it. Doesn't necessarily have to be. He might just be wanting to get up into Hydras that little bit faster. So I've mentioned it's just, you know, about 15 seconds or so sooner than we'd expect a more normal air time to come into play. Resonating Glaives from Harstem on the Twilight Council. So he is going to change up his playstyle. I wonder if he goes into anything beyond the Oracle. You know, if he skips the Phoenix again, I mean, it's actually okay because there's only one Overlord that was across the map from Reynor, so he doesn't have anything along these edges to start diving into the natural with for a rescout. So as the Adept number rises, this is going to be Glaive as a Robo coming down. There's always that possibility of this being a, you know, Glaive Adept attack initially, but not really overly committing, just forcing units into a follow-up where you see kind of the Immortal production, a couple of Immortals, a bunch of Sentries, and a real aggressive push across the map over the next few minutes. This is indeed the new Resonating Glaives Adept upgrade icon. Orange in color because the glaives are now orange when they're upgraded, so it kind of makes sense. It's the same icon as before, it's just a different color, and just fits the color that the glaives become once they have Resonating Glaives. So, what do you look at that? Robo Facility from Harstem is about to finish then, and well, what's the build? I mean, just an observer for the moment, okay. He has started up this Nexus as well. His first few Adepts coming over. What actually is ready for Reynor? 22 Lings and nothing else. He's actually a little bit supply blocked here as he starts up the first few Roaches. As he shades on through, Harstem, I really feel like if he gets into a mineral line, I don't think those Zerglings are a threat for him at all. He's just going to start taking the fight here. It's a little bit of a surround, sure, but there's no way they trade well enough. No against Glaive Adepts. These Lings are going down. You can see the drones pulling in. That's when you know that you're in a little bit of trouble here as the Zerg player. A couple of Adepts shade up. He actually leaves a couple of Adepts behind. Good multitasking to try and just maximize damage output, kill as many drones as possible. He's going to get 12 so far. He's looking for 13. The Transfuse saves 2 of the drones on low health. That's incredible. What a save by Reynor to save a couple extra drones at the tail end of that. Well, a couple of sentries started to warp in. There's +1, there's charge. And Immortal being Chrono Boosted 2 after a Prism. And now a Void Ray as well. I think Harstem's very aware of the possibility of a counter-attack here. So maybe never mind him being aggressive. Maybe let's just survive this game now. Because he did lose a lot of Adepts to deal a lot of damage. And if Harstem survives, he is in an economic lead. But he might not survive if Reynor was to push across the map with these units. And what a good call that was by Harstem to start the Void Ray. Because it feels like Reynor's getting ready to attack. More Lings in production. He's not rebuilding the drones which have been lost here. He has Roach speed, so he can go across the map quickly with the Roaches. And the Ling reinforcements are obviously already quick, because of course they have Ling speed. You see that pretty much every game. A couple of Adepts will warp in. It's not an overcommitment to Adepts to harass with. You just need to make sure he has something at home, though. Again, the first Void Ray is now out. It's on the right-hand side. It's not in a defensive position at the front. Here you go. The first couple of sentries are just going to get attacked instantly. The Immortal's on its way over, but the Ravages from the right may make this a bit of a difficulty. That Immortal's going to be completely trapped. Harstem will start to do more damage as he has Adepts on the left. He has Adepts on the right, but he has to deal with this right now. And he's going to recall. What's he recalling? I don't even know. The Void Ray? Wow, it was that far out of position. At the same time, his natural is under fire. He doesn't even have the wall off here. And so he's going to lose power to his Twilight. He loses power to 2 of his gates. The Robo in the main gets another Immortal out, but down so heavily in army supply, it feels like Reynor's momentum will carry him through this natural, up into the main, and into the series victory. 2-0. Harstem throws out a well done. Reynor with the counter.